I want a blood reef Tarawa for Christmas. Only a blood reef Tarawa will do. Don't want gung-ho or coat of bushido. I want a blood reef Tarawa to play with and enjoy. I want a blood reef Tarawa for Christmas. I don't think darling wife will mind, do you? It doesn't have to be unpunched or even new. Just get me one off eBay, that's exactly what I do. I can see it now on Christmas morning with my gift so rare. Oh, what joy you might surmise when I open up the box and see some DC hero standing there. I want a blood reef Tarawa for Christmas, and armies of oblivion just won't do. No Hackapellis, no Pegasus, Bridgeses, I only like blood reef Tarawa. That blood reef Tarawa is really cool. Friends say a hassle would eat up all my time. Owning and not playing is a very heinous crime. There's lots of room to play in our two-car garage. I'll keep it there and play all year, safe from feline barrage. I can see it now on Christmas morning with my gift so rare. Oh, what joy you might surmise when I open up the box and see some DC hero standing there. I want a blood reef Tarawa for Christmas. An Operation Watchtower won't do. No bridge too far or forgotten narcissus. I only want blood reef Tarawa. That PTO module's really cool.
Kilroy is here. Well, welcome everyone.
Are we on? Are we on the air?
We are on the air, and we are here to open up with a toast to everyone's holiday traditions and a clink and a drink.
And a clink and a drink. Merry Christmas to you, David.
To you also, sir.
And holidays in general. And happy birthday. You know, you've got a birthday coming up. Wow. That is Christmas cheer, all right.
That is Christmas chili cheer. And happy Hanakkuh, everyone, and happy Kwanza.
And all of those holidays, and all of those the Druid holidays, the Yule original Yule season was Druid or something, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
You can ring out those solstice bells.
Yeah.
When you listen to the new Jethro Tull Christmas album. Jethro Tull Christmas album. Containing new 2004.
Yeah. Well, compared to us, it's new.
You got to be kidding me. I've had this that long.
Yeah. Wow. It's amazing. I used to think everybody should come out with a Christmas album. And now if you want to distinguish yourself in the music business, you don't have a Christmas album.
That is true. Everyone has a Christmas album.
Everybody has a Christmas album. And let's see. I made a decision tonight that I wasn't going to be humbuggy.
No, you're not going to be allowed to.
All right. So I'm just going to sit here
and say how great it is. Everyone has
tell them or do.
Christmas
and look at our funny names.
I see you have your stocking hung there behind you by the fireplace, Jeff.
Stocking is well hung.
Oh,
right here.
It's a guy.
It says dad on it, which spelled backwards is dad. It's a
And-
palindrome.
Every time I think of you, Jeff, I think granddad instead of dad. But
You do, yeah,
It works.
because of my hair. Look at that hat. This is a hat. Or as I like to say, it's a hat and a half. I don't know why I think that's funny. That's not just a hat, it's a hat and a half. Yeah, these are great hats, Dave. I'm glad you supplied us with these. It really cranks up my Christmas spirit.
and my stocking is my actual stocking when I was a kid.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know it's yours?
It's because it's David.
Oh, I got you. And you're the only one in your family named David. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's nice. I have a client who's, it's a father who owns the place, and his son works very closely with him now, and he has the same first name. And he also has a son now, so grandson of the owner, and they all have the same name. And it is confusing as can be all the time. And I just thought, who thought this was a good idea? Oh, I'm not supposed to be humbuggy. Wait a minute. And they're a fine group, loving, they hug. Yeah. So Merry Christmas. What have you been up to? What are your plans?
Well, we'll head to Ohio Christmas Day and then back, and Aaron's flying back to Spain relatively quickly. So we'll get him to the airport within, I think, 2 or 3 days of us hitting Ohio. 2 days, head back, drop him off, and off he goes.
Does he like Spain?
He's enjoying
So
it
far?
a lot.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
That's good.
Teaching's
Glad to hear
going
that.
fine. I think
Yeah.
we did talk about it last show, maybe.
Did we?
Mhm.
Where was I?
And-
Deep in my cups, I guess.
Nothing else new then, sir?
Well, it's been really busy at work for some reason. I don't know why. I have half the clients I used to, and I'm busier than ever, but related to security type stuff. But I decided I was going to take the week off, kind of, and really try to just relax and get in the Christmas spirit and to go out and do Christmassy things.
Mm-hmm.
And today was a complete disaster with that. And I blocked off my calendar, but people are still getting appointments through, so I got to fix that. But I'm planning on getting into the Christmas spirit. I was just watching A Christmas Carol, an old version with Kelsey Grammer as Scrooge. Have you ever seen that one?
I have not
It's a
seen that
musical.
one. Yep.
Yeah. I think it's every actor's dream to play Scrooge.
Probably.
You get to go around and say, wait a minute, that's Pirate Scrooge. Johnny Depp is Scrooge. Humbug. Right now, I can't.
I think I told you before, when I would read the Donald Duck book with Huey, Louie, and Uncle Mick Scrooge, and I would read it in an accent to Aaron. He would say, "Stop, Dad."
Stop what? Stop with the funny accents?
Yep, Scottish.
Scottish.
We're gonna get the money, kiddies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
anyway. I remember once holding my daughter and humming, thinking she'll go to sleep. I think I was humming. I may have been singing softly. And she had her head on my shoulder, her eyes were closed, and she reached up and went she grabbed my lips to hold them shut. Okay. She's like 2 years old. Put her hand over my mouth to stop it, Dad. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, I can take a hint. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't. Because it went on and on.
This isn't very Christmassy, but one time Megan was sleepwalking and she got to the top of the steps there. And I looked up at her and said, "Megan, are you all right?" She had a vacant look, and she just looks and goes, I was like, whoa.
Really?
Like exorcism. Where's the exorcism book?
Yeah.
It was a little scary.
Yeah, that would be creepy.
Took her right back.
You did.
To the room.
You didn't say, Laura,
let's go back.
Laura?
Well, one time Adam sat upright and was screaming. So I went in there and he had sat up. Literally, he was going like,
wow.
His tongue and everything. Yeah. And so that spooked me too. And then Megan appeared behind me. And they were older then. Megan was little when she appeared at the steps. Adam was like high school, junior high.
Wow.
And Megan, "What's going on?" I said, "I don't know, honey, but I don't normally believe in demon possession, but I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
She's
Whoa.
like, it sure looks like it.
Should keep more of this holy water. This is very good holy water.
We
you
do
got
need
going
that.
there.
We do need that. You know, I was talking to Jeff about not a lot happening in my life when I'm not working anymore with humorous stories. So I got to go back further. But here's what I've been up to lately. Little plaster cast rocks from a.
Oh, I thought that was like a dental impression. Yeah. No, it's not that. Oh, okay. It's rocks.
It's rock, but I'm thinking leave them white and there'll be snow, kind of crustaceous snow formations for frost grave when we go to the outdoors.
Yeah.
I think so. Those, and I think I showed different trees last time. These were the ones I got at Joann Fabrics.
Ding.
Buy them in a bundle and cut it into thirds. Mount it on a washer. Looks fantastic. And of course, the icicle ornaments, mount them on washers, put some milliput around there, and you got yourself some more obstacles to lay out. Now, I don't know the explanation why you would have giant freestanding icicles on your frost grave board, under the trees or out in the open.
It's fantasy. Anything goes.
Gonna look cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing too lately.
Sometimes I think,
Lots of terrain.
we really lead pathetic lives.
Well, we do. Well, I do. You don't.
I do too. I really do. But we've got a great podcast, great listeners. It's been a great year, Dave. I'd like to toast you for this last year. Just keep toasting this last year. 2023 was our 15th year.
Yes.
I think.
Indeed. 2008. I memorized it.
Yeah.
Usually I can't.
So that's pretty fantastic. And when I think about that, sometimes I'll get all maudlin and morbid and think, 15 years, I'll be older. And, but it's a long time. That's a long time. We can get a lot done in 15 years.
It's a long time.
But I do wonder sometimes what we'll be like in 15 years. Will we be still be doing this on episode 665 or something?
Not in 15 years, no.
You don't think so? Okay.
I can see the future.
You're a downer.
I can see the future.
You can.
And it's a place not too far from here. Right down the street. Laurie Anderson, sorry.
Who's Laurie Anderson?
Performance artist.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Maybe we should get into some show.
Yeah, maybe we should. What do we got going?
Show. Well.
Box art review.
Box art review. Sainte-Mere-Eglise. Look at that. Fantastic.
Sainte-Mere-Eglise.
Eglise. Sainte-Mere-Eglise.
The more wine you have, the
Jeff,
easier it is to say. That's we haven't done a box art review, so this is for a long time. So this is a great treat.
Correct. And how do you pronounce Orsogna?
Orsana.
There. Okay.
Orsanya. Maybe
Thank
it's
you.
Orsanya.
Orsanya.
Well, somebody. We'll get to it when we get to letters.
Well, we're not doing letters today.
Not today.
Yeah.
But somebody wrote and they said it's like Did he say it's? No, he said it's Orsana.
Oh, Orsana.
Orsana.
Yeah.
But I thought it's like lasagna or parmigiana. Lasagna or what else is like that? Rigatoni. No. So maybe it's Orsana. We should go. What we should do is we should just go. Or, we could call like the city hall.
Oh, and ask them
live on
and see what they say.
Yeah.
Like, city of Orsogna.
Yeah. How do you pronounce the name of your city?
No, they'll just say it.
Oh.
City of Orsogna. What do you need?
And then we'll hang up and giggle. Yeah. You have Prince Albert in a can?
This wonderful work is by Ken Smith.
Oh, the artwork is by Ken Smith. Yes.
Ken Smith. And if you take a look, well, Jeff, have you had a chance to take a close look at it?
No, I really haven't.
And this
is the MMP module. And when did we do this on the show, Dave?
3 or 4 shows back.
Yeah. Okay.
But this Ken Smith's website says the 82nd Airborne at Neuville-en-Plaine, June 6, 1944. Lieutenant Turner Trumbull and his 42 men of D Company, 2nd Battalion, undertook a task intended for a battalion who was to block the main road to a German battalion pressing from Cherbourg against the American right flank. In the early morning, he engaged the enemy in the village of Neuville-en-Plaine. The platoon held its ground throughout the day, but by dusk, the enemy had closed around both its flanks and was about to cut off the escape route. He had 20 men left. He said, one thing to do, we can charge them. And a guy who just came back from reconnoitering the rear, said, I think there's a chance we can still get out. That's what we ought to do. And Turnbull asked his men, what's your judgment? And in a twinkling, they made their decision. He told the others to get set for the run.
A twinkling.
A twinkling.
There's a word we don't use often enough.
No, but it's a good word for today's holiday
When will
show.
you be over? I'll be there in a twinkling.
Twinkle toes.
What's that you're wearing? A twinkling. Like it?
I do. So what do you think, Jeffrey, of that work of art?
Well, this is a great piece and a lot of detail. A lot more detail than usual. There's something about it.
I'm thinking, yes. I hate to say that Ken's getting better
That's what
as
I
he
was
gets
thinking.
older.
Yeah.
Like a fine wine.
Yes.
But I do think it's one of his better works. Although if you go through his website and check out all the different.
Oh yeah.
They've all been really good lately.
Very good.
But we notice in the picture, in the painting, we can see the eye is drawn to the main figure. He stands centrally located, which is not a typical compositional trick, except the way that Ken then puts the soldiers behind him, moving in line along back. It takes our eye back and back. And then if we look in front of the soldier, we have another line of American soldiers, and our eye follows them back to the same vantage point in the background. It's called a vantage point, Jeff.
A vantage point.
And there we see what in the background?
The cathedral at Sainte-Mere-Eglise.
It is
I don't think it's a cathedral.
a church. I think the artist put it in to show how God is guiding the American troops. God in America. He has the flag on the shoulder and he has a church saying God and country, kind of like the Germans went into World War I saying Gott mit uns, and each nation claims that. But America has a unique right to claim it for our own.
Because God goes to church here?
Yes.
Yes.
Or do you think it could be that is the church there?
Yeah. It could be.
I hate to take all the meaning out of it like that.
It might be a grain silo.
Well, if you go to Wikipedia, you will find the village with the church and the castle, and that is it. So he has done a masterful job of researching the actual terrain and putting in a very wonderful depiction of the actual church.
Yeah, I'm sure it's 100% accurate.
It is. I put a photo right here if you're on YouTube.
It's a lot more accurate than movies of this time period, because in movies they don't wear the pants with the big patch pockets.
Oh,
big cargo pants.
Oh,
Do you? Not that I remember anyway.
You might have a point there.
Yeah.
And I do like
And I think you can buy these at Duluth Trading Company.
the pants.
The pants. It wouldn't surprise me. Everything is for sale.
Well, if you notice there at the feet of the soldier, right above the Hasbro logo, or the Hasbro, the other logo, it's the airborne logo. Oh, there over on that side is there's the MMP, that one. Right above it, you see a briefcase. See it at the soldier's feet.
Oh yeah, I do see that.
It is symbolic of his work in America, that he has left behind his office job, because these are citizen soldiers, Jeffrey. American Army is citizen soldiers, and that is the wonderful thing about it. Like the ancient Greek army, not a professional standing army, but actual American citizens defending their freedom. And his briefcase has shown that he would normally take at work. It seems out of place, but it's symbolic of him leaving that job, and he's thinking of it. And so it just appears there as an image, like in the old paintings when they had the wealthy people sitting around holding a ferret, or in the background with some weird creature, and you're like, what's going on? They all are symbolic and have meaning.
Yeah, I see that. So he's probably working on his he's got a monthly report due right after this battle. He's got to go finish that report.
You think he took his work with him into the war?
Yeah, probably.
I never thought of that.
They're sitting around the home office like, where is that report? Where is Hanson's report?
I never thought of that. But what a sense of dynamism. Is that a word?
Sure.
Dynamic portrait. The action, the figure leaning forward, off the back foot.
He's stepping lively.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And that is Box Art Review.
Yes, we had a contest to win the Jaruzelski Tractor Works.
How do you pronounce that again?
Jaruzelski Tractor Works, which was from Critical Hit. Is that right?
Critical Hit Production.
Yeah. So we had that up for our giveaway for December, and all you had to do was write us with the word "der" or some representation of a word that might represent "der" in some representative way. And we had 9 people contact us in one way or another. Some of them were very unique and interesting ways, but others were just emails. And so now we're going to roll the 9-sided die, the dreaded 9-sided die.
Do you want to read off those names first? Whatever.
Well, we've got Morgan, we got Richard, Gordon, John, Steve, Brett, Dave, Pierre, and Tom.
Here we go.
Good luck, everybody. This is going to be big. This is going to be really
good luck, everybody. And the number is 30. Otherwise,
30.
There it is, 30 on the top. Otherwise known as 3. Who is the third person down, Jeff?
I was reading up from the bottom.
Yep.
So this
keep it the same. Keep it the same. Up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3 from the bottom.
2, 3. That would be Gordon.
Gordon. I think he won before, but that's okay. Gordon, we will be sending you Jaruzelski Tractor Works. And just in case Gordon did win before, shouldn't we offer something for the others?
For the first runner-up, or
no, for next month.
Oh, yes. What have we got?
It's the season of giving anyway, isn't it, Jeff?
Yes, it is. I think it's the 2 half squads. We're always giving.
Well, we have the triple whammy. 3 products in one. Schwerpunkt, Volume 9. We have Eastside Gamers, Design Pack 2.
Okay.
And we have Critical Hits, Full Contact, the Battle of the Bulge, and that says it's for a variant historical module for owners of Beyond Valor, and it has a map too.
Comes with a map board. So 2 scenario pack. Well, 3 scenario packs, 1 with a map board.
Indeed, and there are looking good. This in contact with the map. Gonna want to have that.
You will have maps that none of your friends have.
You will.
A map.
So send us an email by January 14th.
14th. Yeah, January 14th.
We'll record it in the middle show.
Okay.
Saying triple whammy.
Triple whammy.
In the subject line.
Yeah.
Good luck, everyone.
I'd just like everybody to know that we've got a couple of shows already ready to go for January. One was a very fantastic interview with Doug Rimmer from Vassal. And Doug, we talked to him a few months ago, and he wanted to come on again, which we're so glad he did, and talked about a lot of the things that are coming up with the next release, or the current release by the time you hear this, of Vassal, and everything's going on with there. It was very good.
You're going to love that one.
Really
I think that'll come in 2 parts.
2 parts, yeah. And I wanted to mention this. I don't know if this is the time to mention this. If
It
just
is.
cut it out.
No.
But so I started loading. I loaded the new Vassal, and I wanted to try something. So I got out my mini hard drive here. I'm trying to pull up my screen.
I'll cut it out until you get it.
Okay.
I'm getting good at.
So I got one of these portable hard drives. This particular one is a 3 terabyte Samsung hard drive. Tiny little thing, SSD hard drive. And I put Vassal, the thing is you don't need to install Vassal on your computer. You can actually just put it on one of these and then you can take it with you. So this has got Vassal, all the modules,
You can?
all the boards, everything. If I plug this in to your computer, you could play, you'd have everything you need for Vassal.
So you could take it to grandma's house.
Yes. So this is great for people that like to play at home and maybe want to take their stuff to work and play, especially during the holidays, things get slow. You want to take Vassal with you, but it's a pain.
Wouldn't
This
that
is
be
everything.
stealing from the company?
Yeah, it's illegal.
If you,
And you should feel bad
Whatever.
about it, but I certainly don't mind. But you could take this to
wait,
work.
aren't,
You could
aren't
take
you
it.
aren't you the owner of your own company?
Yes, I am. It's a little embarrassing. And I'm a terrible boss. But yes, if you're going to grandma's house and you just want to take this, or your wife takes her computer and you don't want to haul your computer along, or if your computer isn't portable, everything is on here. You just plug it in, you go into the Vassal folder and click on the module you want to launch, and it's there. All your saved games are in there. Everything's in there. You're ready to go. You're online. You're going.
That is cool. I did
So,
not know that.
yeah.
That is a very great preview.
So it's an interesting thing about Vassal, because when you get it, you download it. It says, where you want to install it and all that stuff, and put it in a folder. You can put it on one of these. You can even take it off your computer and put it all on one of these. If anybody wants help with that, don't call me. But it does work. Actually, you could write me if you wanted some details on that. But there it is, the whole thing ready to go. So I loved that. And I love how portable it is, because now I can move it around the house and play wherever I want. Wherever there's a computer. And in my house, there's a computer in every room.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We don't have furniture.
Well, this show is also brought to you by Bounding Fire Productions
Yes.
and Samsung. So Bounding Fire Productions, maker of great ASL products. So get over there and get yourself some.
Order it up. Go to boundingfire.com, order some stuff. You will be happy. They'll be happy. We'll be happy. And that's what the world needs.
A Coke.
A Coke and a smile.
I want to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Want to buy the world a Coke and keep it company.
It's the real thing.
Coke is. But now it's time for Quiz Show, brought to you by Samsung, Coca-Cola, and Bounding Fire Productions. Today we have a short quiz show to wrap up the day here, so everyone can get on with their festivities. Gun Duels, the perfect peaceful topic for a silent night like this, snow-covered, the beauty of the woods, under the Noel trees.
It does soften the heart.
Gun duels. Jeff, what is a gun duel? Do you remember? We don't really do them much.
We don't do them much. And why is that? Is it because we don't really know what it is? Yeah, we know.
Haven't played a lot, but
yeah, we just haven't been playing that much lately.
I think the defender always shoots first, but that's not totally the case.
Why don't you go through the gun duel and give us a refresher?
This says, versus a non-concealed defender's declared defensive first fire attack on it, a vehicle may attempt to bounding first fire its main armament at that defender first, provided the vehicle need not change covered arc and is not conducting an overrun and may cause cancer and other possible challenges if taking this medication. May not be right for you. Please consult your doctor.
So the attacker is moving. The defender declares first fire on him as he's moving, or
defensive first fire
as he's moving. And the person that's attacking can
I'm going to shoot first.
Yes.
You can't shoot first. I'm going to shoot first. No, I am going to shoot first.
There's arm wrestling involved.
And then you arm wrestle, and that's the quick way to resolve it.
Yeah.
But if you like a more complicated way, you have to check up all the modifiers. So,
Of course, modifiers. Always
Oh.
modifiers.
but it's total gun dual gyro modifier. And here's these parentheses. I should have broke this down. Must be less than that of the defender. And then the defender's attack cannot be reaction fire.
Must be less than what?
The defender's total gyro modifiers.
Oh, I see.
So for example, I've got a -2, you're moving.
Right.
And
You've
then,
only been in line of sight for so long. That's
and I'm buttoned up +1.
Buttoned up.
And
shooting
then,
through smoke.
Or
Da-da-da.
plus. And then his typically is more because he's
The
moving,
attacker.
right?
Yeah.
So he's got the moving and then bouncing gun around. It's called the bouncing gun modifier.
Yeah, the bouncing gun. Follow the bouncing
if
gun.
you don't have a gyro stabilizer. But there are cases when this can go for you. So look into it. So, if the gun's bouncing too much, you have a thing called a gyro stabilizer.
Yes.
I
thought it was Euro stabilizer, and I thought that's good. It keeps the onions and the tzatziki sauce in the pita.
Yeah, but the stabilizer really it refers to the chemicals put into the pita.
I see.
Euro.
Okay.
It stabilizes it over a long period
keeps
of
it from
time.
running.
Does the +1 gyro modifier for having a gyro
For the
gyro stabilizer, does that count in a gun duel?
Well, yeah, I gotta think so. Sure.
I do
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
But of course, guess what?
What?
No.
I'm sure they have a good reason.
Yes.
I want an explanation.
Because maybe given that's the whole purpose of that thing is to help you study your shot. Maybe they don't want to even count the +1. Now, we always double the lower die roll. And so if you don't have the gyro stabilizer, normally we double the lower die roll when you're firing that weapon. You add up all the C cases and then have to double that die roll because you're shooting on the move. Does that apply to the gun duel?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. The doubling of the lower die roll when you're firing a moving target, does that count for the gun duel modifiers?
I can't answer that at this time, Senator.
You realize you're under oath.
Oh, then no.
No is correct.
Okay.
You don't have to add that. It's not really a modifier. It's just a penalty you have when you're shooting. So the order of fire for a non-ordnance support weapon. So you got your tank, you want to shoot a non-gun from the tank, a support weapon.
Yep.
You determine that as if it was ordnance, and there's an exception to in case a covered arc change can apply to the support weapon only if it's mounted on or aboard a vehicle that is changing the covered arc. Obviously, if the attacker and the defender's total gun duel modifiers are equal, then how would you figure out who shoots? I have a +3 and you have a +3. Who shoots first?
I'd just give up.
I would too.
But I would say the attacker would shoot first.
That's a good way to try and resolve it, but they're going to go with the lower final to hit die roll. So we're both going to roll our dice. You roll 4, I roll a 6. You end up with the lower die roll.
Okay.
And
then,
then
that seems fair. Okay.
If you do shoot first, because you roll lower, and you eliminate, break, or stun, shock me, does that void my return shot? If I'm broken, shocked, stunned.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though you both rolled because you were tied in the pluses, you do that, you void my shot. You go first. If those two final die roll are equal, we both have +3. We both roll a 4. Equal. Do we resolve them simultaneously?
Yes.
We do. So it is possible to have two flaming wrecks in the same.
that would be sweet.
Never seen it,
No,
but I would like to.
I'm sure we will eventually.
Even though you just have to play enough
Yeah.
ASL.
Yeah.
Now, any covered arc change the defender requires, guy sitting still,
Right.
in order to shoot, is
Right.
made before the attacker's shot if the defender's total gun duel Dara modifier is less than the attacker. Otherwise, after the attacker's shot. So this means, and I did write this in a different language. So if the tank's coming at you and it beats you and it shoots first, then you turn your covered arc after he may have hit you.
Unless he's hit you, and
Because that
you can't turn your covered arc.
Yes, so that determines what side facing you get on the turret.
Yeah. Okay.
So gotta know that.
Yeah.
And then if you as defender shoot first, well, then you do turn your covered arc. So now
Right.
your return shot has to hit my better armor.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Okay.
After the gun duel has been fully resolved, and if otherwise able and allowed to, then the defender can announce another attack at the attacker, who in turn may declare another gun duel. So we have rate of fire.
Who's the attacker? Wait a minute.
You.
I'm the original attacker.
You are now?
Yeah. I'm moving.
You're moving. I'm defending.
You're defending.
We both just did that gun duel. It was equal. We both rolled 3.
Yeah.
So we both have rate of fire.
Okay. Right.
You go again. So after the initial gun duel is resolved and you missed me and I bounced off you, then the defender may announce another attack. I'm going to do a subsequent shot, or it's just fire with rate of fire.
Right.
Then you can then say, well, then gun duel, gosh, golly.
Gun duel again.
And this time, the printed rate of fire of one firing weapon on each side may be included as a negative die roll modifier. I've never done that.
Oh, yeah.
So if your rate is 2.
Oh, okay.
But mine is 3.
Yeah.
You get the neg 2.
You get the neg 3.
Neg 3 against our pluses from before. And that should inch me ahead of you.
I guess that makes sense.
The guy with the higher
makes sense
because he's
Yeah.
quicker loading,
Yep.
quicker shooting.
Yep.
And he's going to beat the guy with a lesser rate of fire.
Oh, man.
And that, thankfully, is it.
Oh,
Gun duel. Sounds simple.
yeah, it really is.
Once
actually.
you
do it a couple of times. It does seem like one that we have not encountered lately, but we've been playing a lot of Japanese.
Yeah, not a
and
lot of
not that many tanks.
Often
not that many
there's
AFEs.
tanks that are not opposed by other tanks
Yeah.
too.
Right.
So, but there you go. That is working our way through chapter that was from C. Jumping next time after the interviews or during the same shows, controlling victory conditions. I'm thinking of next, and A is going to be finished this year within several months. All the rules in A.
This year, you mean 2024?
Yes.
Yes. This year, as in next year.
Yes.
Until next year. Then it'll be this year.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think
we'd like to thank our usual crew for helping us like we do at the end of the year. We want to thank all the people that help make this show possible by doing there's a lot of background stuff, writing and editing and production, makeup, hair, all that kind of stuff. So we want to thank Helena Handbasket, Sharon Sharalike, Barry Enema. And then we have a special holiday crew that works with us. Don Wienow, Guy Apparel, Marion Bright, and a special thanks to Mayor Daysby.
Thanks, Mayor Daysby.
Thanks everybody for helping us. I think also we had some help from Reith Witherspoon, Carol Singer, and Chris Kringle. That doesn't really fit, but there we go. It's in there.
Thanks to the crew.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
We got a little short show, so everybody has a little more time with their family.
I'll bet that's still going to be 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And whatever. But so we
got some really great shows coming up. We've already got some stuff planned for next year. And like I said, we got the Vassal coming up. which is definitely something to look for in an otherwise dreary January. And that's it, Dave. I
That's
look
it.
forward to seeing you next year. Hope you're
Indeed.
making some good resolutions.
So everybody out there, remember to clink and drink.
Clink and drink.
Remember to ring the solstice bells. And remember to roll low.
And rally well.
But not when you're playing us. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. That's good tea.